Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know whether you can hear us, don't know whether you can see us, and everything's gone awry, but we're live, I think. I've obviously got to spend a bit of time. Hello, welcome to the Vobes Show. We've
got people watching.
Yeah, we've got people watching. We're here. There's terrible technical issues tonight. We're having to use the camera. Oh yeah, it's working. So it's working. I've cut my head off, but we can't. We wanted to play some video. We wanted to show you some pictures. We wanted to play the titles, all the usual stuff. We're now thinner than we were for some reason.
Right.
So
we've been working out.
We've just had to, I'm just going to go and tilt the camera up, ladies and gentlemen. Everything's been going on.
You won't believe the troubles we've had tonight. It has been, everything was going fine until 5 minutes before we went to hit live.
Yeah, I understand
and
it.
And then it went. But we're here now.
But we're here now. What could possibly go on? Right. Oh my lord. That's my chair, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you know what's happened to that, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh look, I've got a boomerang. Right, well, I don't know how much of that is serviceable.
Right. Sorry, let me get this shared to my group as well.
Right. I have a fire, ladies and gentlemen, down here. And it is going on the fire. We need the fire for our cooking. Right, so, question. The question, hang on. How much of that can I actually sit on? Oh, I'm a bit
comfortable now.
This is all I've got left to sit on, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Anyway, the question I want to know is, do we look very thin? Let me see if I get the comments.
Yeah, they're down here.
Oh yes. No, but I meant to scroll down to the comments. Now the camera can be tilted down a bit. You're sweating like nobody's business. Boom. Yes, here we go. You're squishy. Guys, oh right, so it is coming over as I thought. There is something definitely wrong. We can't use OBS to access Facebook now, which is why we're a bit shrunk. Could you tilt the camera down a bit? Just a fraction. Yeah, that's good. That's not too bad.
We spent ages setting that up.
We spent ages. This is ridiculous. Anyway, yeah. So, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, very comfortable here on my little midget chair.
You look like you're just hanging.
Yeah, I am. Well, I'm okay. Look, I'm not holding on. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Vobes Show. Sorry about the technical hitch. We'll just plough on whatever because it's live and we'll just do whatever we can do. Today, it is the 14th of November 2018. Lovely and slightly sweating, and I'm sweating too. Richard Suggett from the Veg Growers Podcast. Ta-da! And actually, Richard, I should say, he lives in Littlehampton. It's about, what, 6 miles to... Yeah. He ran over, didn't he? He ran over...
well, I lost the weight and looks so sweaty.
A couple of cats and a dog. Oh, no, yeah, you ran over, which is why he's so thin. That's the secret. That is the secret. Me, I'm eaten. So we're actually going to cook something. Now, on tonight's show, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to on the raging fire. And it's quite useful that we've got a little extra wood from this chair. And I may smash up. Oh, actually, there's still a bit of this chair leg. I'll shove that on, and it's quite big, isn't it?
That would be good for gardening, actually.
Oh, is it?
The ideal for dipping a hole.
Oh,
it's already in shape.
Oh, it's a good. That's a gut. Julia, you've got a new dibber, so we'll keep that. And also, if she's naughty at any time, wallop. If I'm naughty, of course, she
That's
can,
more than
yeah, she can go.
isn't it?
Ooh. Yeah, you wouldn't like that up your Jacksy, would you? Anyway, yeah, so we're going to cook something on today's show. So
We are.
Mr. Suggett, luckily we haven't got to worry about a second camera to go in, but we're going to cook it. This is Fireside Cooking. So that's what we're going to be cooking tonight.
Well, part one
Yes.
are these sweet potatoes
Oh,
that I've grown in my allotment.
they look very nice. Sweet
They are.
potatoes. What
Yeah.
variety of sweet potatoes are they?
Right, well, those ones I know to be Bonita.
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 Hey, Bonito.
These two could be Burgard or Burgundy, I'm not sure.
How can you tell?
Because of the colour of the skin.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
later one.
The ones you get in the shops, what are they?
Don't know.
Don't know.
They're
They're
sweet
quite-
potatoes.
Oh, right, they're quite red, aren't they? They're more
Yeah.
colour.
Yeah. I mean, these are. When I taste tested these on my video last week, these ones came out the best flavour in my opinion.
Yeah, no, and you did an interesting thing, which is why I suggest you do it today. Let's catch up with some of the comments then. So Henry David Allen said, "Evening. What on earth is going on?" Yeah, exactly. We want to know that. George Timpley says, "Was that planned?" No, no planned.
Honestly, it wasn't.
Some wood for the fire. Yeah, I mean everything. You know, it's take ages to get online, and the chair happens to go. Some wood for the fire. A bit more. That's it. Hello everyone. Andy Dalgleish. Hello gentlemen. One chair down at least. Yes, thank you. It can go on the fire. Kevin Halls. You could have mended that. Yes, could have done. Not now.
Exactly.
No.
Now.
Maya says, such a cynical bunch. Yeah, aren't they? Wendy Wakelin is saying, oh, hello. See, Pilfold, you look thin until you smashed a chair. That made you look less thin. What do you mean by that?
No idea.
Andy Joy, yeah, evening. Kushti Phil, it's like the end of a spaghetti western. That's true. Anyway, we're doing our best here. Sorry I'm late. Mending one of our pay machines at work, says Mark Selwood. I should explain if you've just joined us. A, we're roasting by the fire and it is really hot. And B, my chair's collapsed. And C, we've taken forever to get online because internet, well, Firefox and Facebook has changed the parameters.
Something's changed.
Something's changed the parameters and we can't get OBS to work with. I'll have to look at it. It'll probably be another hour or so to sort that out. But it was working perfectly fine. So anyway, we're doing some cooking. Mr. Suggett's in. How are you, Mr. Suggett?
I'm very well. How are you, Mr. Vobes?
I'm all right now.
You're all right now.
Now we've got into the swing of things.
Excellent.
And I'm looking particularly thin. I think next time I go filming, with yourself, with Julia or with Mr. With a Q,
With you.
I only have to turn like this and I'll vanish. It'll be like, where's Richard gone?
That could be a good game. Where's Richard?
Good game, all right, my love. Rest of the old floorboard.
So what are you doing? You're doing stuff.
I am. Basically, all I'm doing is I'm taking these sweet potatoes, adding a bit of olive oil,
Yeah.
a bit of salt and pepper,
Yeah.
and they're just going to go in the oven and roast.
We don't have an oven, so
Well, that's a bit of an oven.
it's belting. It is belting out.
We're going for sweet
I
potatoes.
don't know how. If I just move slightly backwards, hold on a minute. Just dump
Watch
the
out for
mouse
that
on the
chair.
floor. Yes, I've got to be careful of this chair. If I just move backwards there. Oh, we can't see it. We can only see the top of it. Wait, hang on. I'm going to let you put up in. I'm going to operate the camera.
Well, you might want to wait because I've still got.
Oh, you've got more to do.
Oh,
Oh,
no, I've only done the one.
I
I
didn't
didn't want to
know
rush ahead.
that. Yes, no, don't rush ahead. This is very comfortable. I used to have another cushion in here, but see, lost it. I just sit here looking very erect, if I'm allowed to say that on national television.
Well, I mean,
Internet.
if people could see what was going on in here, say they're cynical. There's another chair just over there.
Yeah, I have got another chair. I've got to dig it out, but let's not worry too much about that. Oh, that's a nice bit of what's that? Olive oil. Oh, lovely.
Extra virgin olive oil, I think it is.
Extra virgin. How many of those you got?
There's only two more.
Oh, great. So we're doing 4.
I'm doing 4. 1 each. 2 each.
Now you did this in your allotment when you dug up, didn't you?
Yes,
Which
I
was
did.
what, last week?
Sunday, yeah.
Last Friday, yeah.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Sunday, yeah. Very nice.
If you haven't checked out Suggett's podcast and video channel on YouTube, you really ought, because comes up with some interesting ideas on things to grow and that sort of thing. Joanne Goddard has joined us. Hello, Joanne. You happen to have joined. This is Piper Joe.
Oh, yes. Very good.
Normally, the show is a lot more together. Today, we've had mishap after mishap. Just for everybody who's just joined us, maybe wondering what the hell's going on.
We don't know.
We don't know. We've had a technical issue with our camera. We're on camera support at the moment, which is why we're looking very thin. It's all gone a bit. And also, let me just demonstrate. My chair has broken. It is a skeleton
It's not a chair anymore.
It's not a chair. It's got 3 legs, though.
It's a tripod.
It is a tripod, and I'm balancing on that. And here is a third, which is now a dibber. But we can read your comments, so let's have a look at your comments. Mr. Suggett is cooking something for us, goodness knows what. We've got the emojis coming up, which is good. We're just persevering on, and we managed to do 11 minutes, so that's not too bad. Oh yes, we're elongated. We have been elongated, and I have no idea why, and there's no way to adjust, not as we are live.
Can I throw these in?
Yeah. Oh yes, you're gonna. Hang on. Wait.
Oh, yes,
Wait.
yes.
I'm gonna lower the camera. We want to see this. Hold on a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna lower the camera so that we can see. I have to go all over. This is real amateur television, ladies and gentlemen. This is amateur. You need that. Hang on. Wait.
Got a handle.
Oh, I've got to get over here. If I just drop something.
No. Carry on.
Right. Okay. So. My laptop's here.
There we go.
Can you see?
Yeah.
See, good enough.
Yeah.
You're going to get a blast. Cool, blimey.
Yeah. Crikey, that's up. So I'm just going to pop these.
Bear in mind, you've got to get them out later.
Yeah, I've seen you've got some
tongs.
just there.
So it's just putting them in. How long do you reckon they'll cook?
This ain't probably 10 minutes.
Yeah, don't do it by hand.
Yeah. Probably half hour.
Oh, okay.
So
we take that back up.
you may come back.
And I'll come back in. Oh, crikey. What you don't want to do is
I don't want to break another chair.
No, you don't want to break another chair, and you don't want to fall into the fire. Actually, this is quite interesting because normally when we see it, we get a bit of a delay.
Yeah.
But there is no delay.
Yeah, no, I've noticed that when you were doing with a cue.
Oh yeah.
On the Instagram, there was a definite delay.
So yeah, that's interesting. Anyway, sorry, I was technical speak to ourselves. I will try and work out why we can't do it because we can't play anything in, which is a real pain.
Some good stuff as well.
Yeah, oh my goodness. We had the Naked Gardener doing a hillbilly dance routine.
Yeah, I've been practicing that for years.
Yeah,
Especially for like.
So that's that. You'll never see that now. The question is, can you hear us okay? That was the one question I was just concerned about. Always worried about the technical aspect. Let's see what other comments are. Hang on, I just have to put this back up again so we can see what's going on. Kevin says, sitting on that could end up a disaster. You're telling me. If my voice goes up an octave, you'll know where maybe a sharp thing has gone. Anne Osborne said, watch out for splinters. Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
It probably will end up in a disaster, says Andy Dalgleish, which is true. Steve Pilfold says a dibber. Yeah, that's what we said.
Yeah.
Mark Selwood says, sorry I'm late. Oh, I read that bit. Fiona Cooper, to you. John Goddard. John Berger says, you're generating a 16:9 image, but it's squished to roughly 4:3 frame. I'm all about considering it deals with widescreen. Yeah. Speaking of squished, that poor chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any settings to change the thing.
Hello, Paul.
Pauline King has arrived.
Yeah.
You're a weird shape tonight, guys. Yes. I can't explain it again. Watch the beginning because there's a moment of hilarity where things have gone. It's definitely got that Italian Western image going on. It's true. Evening. I've got black screen. Oh, sorry, Fiona. You're doing better than we are. Oh, listen. You can't hear this.
It's cooking away.
Something's cooking. Robert Crosser says Tom Hardy.
Oh, he thinks I look like Tom Hardy.
Who's Tom Hardy?
He's an actor.
Oh, okay. in films and television.
Yeah. He's a bit of a hard man. He's a very good actor, though.
Is he in books?
Possibly.
Oh, well, in books. I know all about it because I have a number of books.
Yeah.
What else we have? Great show tonight, says Rachel Horton. Yeah, great show. Everybody loves a disaster, don't they? Great show tonight. The squished image makes both Richard unnaturally close together. Oh yes, we could actually we are as close as it looks. Thank you. There was too much enjoyment in his face there. Hi everyone, says Rachel Horton. Wombly, Richard, that resembles no potato I've ever seen.
Sweet potatoes, not potatoes.
Yeah, and they can come in all sorts of weird shapes.
They can do. I mean, potatoes are actually more closely related to deadly nightshade.
Oh, isn't that poisonous?
It is. Yeah.
It is. These aren't poisonous.
These aren't. No.
Well, you ate one, so that proved it.
Yeah. It's never done me anything.
Well, you say that, but we don't know. Steve Pilfold, here we go. He says, if you've never watched before, here's a synopsis of how it works. Oh, on Monday we have a show from the kitchen about books. On Wednesday we have a show from the Vobes library about cooking. Yeah, that's right. This is how upside down the world of Vobes is. So I apologise for that. Karen Bainey says, hello, Nugget from Yorkshire.
It's one of my best friends.
Oh, lovely.
Hi, Karen.
Hello, Karen.
Nugget's my nickname.
The two Dickies, says Robert Crowe. I can hear you in Canada. Well, that's good. Sounds very good.
The other side of Canada, Vancouver Island.
Oh, right, in Vancouver Island. Lovely. So, yeah. Nice bit of the world. First time watcher, Graham Smith, watching you now. Hello, Graham. Hello. You're not watching a typical well-produced show. You're watching a disaster show. Everything's gone wrong. We're squished. My chair is broken. Half of it's on the fire. We couldn't get connected to Facebook. We're late. You're sweating like a banshee. Yeah. Do banshees sweat?
I have no idea. I've never met one.
No, I've never met one. And I'm actually not too perspiring as yet. I bashed my head as well earlier today.
I can see the scar just there.
Oh,
maybe that's no good on camera.
I've got one on that side from Julia's kitchen, and then I got one on this side from Julia's kitchen garden.
Oh, you got a cut just there as well.
Yeah, that's the one in Julia's. That was from a cupboard, and this was from the doorway into the kitchen garden. And we were going there's no way to play anything in, which is a real pickle. Not convinced the external microphone is being used. It is. It's a laptop mic. No, it should be this one. My Zoom should be the Zoom. Hello. 1 2. Can you hear? It should be that one. I hope it is. Well, this will end in tears. I'm just trying to catch up with the things. Cunhead the Barbarian. Yes. Thanks, Joanne. That's Piper Joe. We'll have words with her.
The Rachel Horton, I've seen it up twice now. It's Daniel Horton, not Rachel Horton.
Oh, it's Daniel. Of course, that's right. Daniel. Hello, Daniel. He's using his mum's account. I'm sorry, I've completely forgot. He doesn't live very far from here. Nice. Sorry, Daniel. Ian Beddoe says a bit of green makeup. It could be a remake of Snug and Cozy. Yeah, thanks. Green makeup? We had pink makeup in Snug and Cozy.
Yeah.
Cozy, you slipping schlam schlappered. I miss Vancouver so much, says John Berger.
I do too.
Well, I can't see it from to miss it. John Berger, sorry, mate, but it's not the Zoom mic. It's definitely sound. Oh, is it?
Okay.
Oh, well, we deliberately asked it to do that.
Yeah.
Is it?
Perhaps
Is it?
We didn't.
Is this one? I'm tapping that now. Well, this is a complete and utter disaster already. Is it clear enough? Is the microphone quality clear enough? I do apologise for this, ladies and gentlemen. Do tune in to something else if you feel too much of an effort. Steve Pilfold, it didn't get louder when you picked up the Zoom, but it did when you moved near a camera. So, yeah, there we go. We did manage to select. I don't know if you can select it whilst we're live. There's nothing to select. I hope that doesn't. No.
Can't do it.
Digital audio interface. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Manage. Continue allowing Facebook to access your camera and microphone. It's a pain. This won't. Wait. I have asked it to do that, isn't it?
Yeah, it'd be that H2 one, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I would have thought so.
Yeah.
Or that one.
Or that one.
I don't know if that's made a difference. Probably not.
Can you hear us is the next question.
Yeah, well, next question is maybe we've just cut it off.
Yeah.
There's no... Oh, what did I press before? Hang on, here we go.
No, it's still on there.
Still, yeah.
Yeah, so it should be okay.
We'll just press on. Sorry about the technical stuff. Try sitting on the chair I'm sitting in. So now you've also got some other stuff, Mr. Suggett.
First things we need is this pan.
Oh yes, don't hit me with it. Fine. This is a small frying pan. Now it looks like an oval-shaped frying pan, but I can assure you it is actually round. Yeah.
Into that, I'm just going to add a bit of oil.
Are you?
Yes.
Oil of Ulay. Or is it...
Well, you can use it as a moisturised sort of stuff.
Olive oil.
Olive oil.
That's extra virgin. What does extra virgin mean? What is a virgin olive oil, and what's not? Why does it?
If I recall, it's something to do with the pressing from the seed process to get the oil out. I think it's the first lot, but I could be wrong.
Oh, okay. Perhaps somebody out there knows.
Yeah. And
can put it more succinctly. He says, being very rude. So we're now cooking that on the fire as well.
You'll put a wooden board somewhere, didn't I?
Oh, it's down there, look. Underneath the thing. And you're going to, chop it up? What are you going to do to this? What did you say it was? Jerusalem artichoke.
Jerusalem artichoke that I accidentally harvested.
What do you mean accidentally harvested?
I was doing some weeding and...
Oh, and it popped up?
And these came out. So that's a Jerusalem artichoke.
Let's just show that to the camera a little bit more. Look, that is a Jerusalem artichoke. Looks longer that way, of course. And it looks like a real... Look at the difference. It looks like such a stubby thing there. And then if I do that, it's grown. So, guys, this is what you need in order to impress.
It's for yourself.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. These have a nickname called fartichokes.
Oh, fartichokes.
Fartichokes. Right. They can make you pass wind, shall we say.
Oh, add methane to the atmosphere, like a bunch of cows.
I'm just going to chop up this onion. Now, I can't take credit for this onion because I left my onion at home.
This is a shop manufactured onion. And as you can see, it's misshapen only because of the, what's the name?
Shane had some very good looking onions this year. They did do well.
Rupert Lloyd Thomas, who is in the Vancouver Island? I'm there too, he says.
My auntie Pauline King is in Vancouver Island.
Pauline King. Is she watching?
Yeah, she's watching. Yeah,
so there we are. We've got a mass audience in Vancouver. Yeah, worldwide from Vancouver Island. They're all, glaring down their screens with anger, saying, "Why are you so thin?"
Whereabouts in Vancouver Island are you? Because I've been there a couple of times and I love it.
Have you?
Yes. Yeah.
What's it like?
Very late. Very.
Is it foresty?
There's bits of it forest. I mean, my cousin took me to see this tree called Lonely Doug, which is a Douglas. All around it, the trees have been chopped down, but this one was huge. I stood with mums out like that, and I've not even gone halfway round.
Gosh, that's a big old, excuse me, keeping me up. Big old tree.
Take those pictures out and put them on the group one day.
I think it's camera mic, says Pillfold. Oh, is it? Oh. Well, the camera is right over there. That's a shame.
I can't see it being the camera mic.
It's a default one.
Yeah.
It's clear enough. As long as it's clear, we're sorry about that. So clear enough, thanks. Lavalier says it's clear. Sound is loud, that's good. We can hear you, that's the main thing. So good. So people are going on about that. Keep calm and carry on, Richard Squashed. What? Thank you. Is that what she said? Squared. Glenn Johnson, it's not, yes, we've managed to establish that, thanks. Yeah, I wasn't complaining, I just wondered if it was easy or obvious fix, but it's not here. Wombly Woolly says, extra virgin oil is made simply by crushing olives and extracting the juice. It is the only cooking oil that is made without the use of chemicals. Oh, is it? And why is it virgin, though? That's what I want to know.
You can get different grades of olive oil. Extra virgin, olive oil normal, and there's another one that is from pumice or something.
What, pumice stone?
Well, they call it olive oil.
Oh, okay.
Or something like that, I've seen. It's very cheap olive oil.
I can imagine it is. That knife and chopping board, dangerous location. Because if my chair falls, breaks, I'll fall onto him. If only life was that simple, change the image ratio. Yeah, that would be good. I peel them with a plastic scouring pad, says Alex Whitlock. His artichoke.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that would be good.
That's an idea. I didn't think of that, but we're going to use that.
We've got a scraper.
Yeah.
It's not a paint scraper. I've been using a paint scraper to get stuff off my wall today. Lots of squash there, apparently.
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
Yes. Bigfoot.
Yeah. Wobbly Wombly, no veg was harmed in the making of this webcast. Not yet. You never know.
Elephant garlic.
I'm sorry?
Elephant garlic.
Oh, wow, look at that funny looking thing. Let me just show that to the lucky viewer. There we are. This is elephant garlic. I'll show it both.
One clove.
That's one clove.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is what, that size?
Yeah.
Such cakes.
Yeah, it's huge.
And does it taste as intense as the small ones?
No, it's quite a bit more mild.
Oh, is it?
But
You see it in the shops.
not really, no. Yeah, it lasts. This is from last harvest, believe it or not. So it's
It's not gone mouldy or anything.
No,
No.
it's perfectly fine. It's
Elephant garlic. How easy is that to grow?
as easy as normal garlic. Which, if we had the pictures, we'll be able to show you.
Yeah, well, this was the other thing we were going to show you, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to show you the pictures. I haven't even got them on phone. Can't even hold my phone up, which is a nuisance. We've got pictures of the lovely Julia's garden, kitchen garden, and I was going to discuss with Mr. Suggett, who can recognise the shoots and stuff as they came out, because obviously you were there when we planted them, to reveal what they are. Well, clearly, Mr. Suggett is going to have to go over now to the lovely Julia's place with myself and Julia. Well, Julia will obviously be there, and we'll have to make a video of how it is and what's going on and get your comments.
Yep.
So we'll do that. But of course, we can't do that after your work because it's dark.
Yeah, I know. So
Unless you go to the kitchen garden with a torch.
Yeah.
And that looks like that would be asking for another disaster, because I'll just bash my head on the entrance yet again.
Well, I will.
Or indeed you. Colin Charles Cox, I beg your pardon, has joined. Daniel says, is there a live show on Friday? Well, I'm hoping there will be one on Friday. I've got to get this tickle thing and buy a new chair. Joe Smith says, I wish I knew how your technology worked and how you edit so amazingly in uncontrolled conditions. Yeah, I don't know.
Need to come on a video course.
You need to come, yeah, Joe, come on the video course. That would be great. Virgin is the first press. Oh, okay. So I guess the first press is the best press, is it?
Yes.
What's
yeah.
extra virgin then? You're pressing before you've pressed.
Well, I think that's what he means by the first press.
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it gets all the good stuff out of it first. My idea.
Steve Pilfold says, I like elephant garlic, only used it a couple of times. Mark says, completely change the subject. Oh, here we go. Any Bald Explorer meet-up ideas for the new year? I should say that, Mark. It's almost as if you were reading our messages. We, I shouldn't really say this, but the team, the senior management team, have a private members account. And we go out for slap-up lunches, cigars. We go to the theatre and watch the Can Girls and the Can't blokes. We have all sorts of, special trips out, all on the patrons' money. Don't know.
Yeah.
If only. If only. No, but we do have a messaging thing where we discuss ideas and things.
Well, we try and support you.
Yeah, basically,
yeah.
That's it. And I need support because my chairs seem to be breaking down. Anyway.
Very good with trolls as well.
Oh, yes, you are. Very good with trolls and trowels, funnily enough. We were only talking this morning about another meetup, and I'm pitching the idea to the senior management team, who, me are now God. It's like having shareholders. And saying we ought to do it in January, I think mid to end of January, because people are going to be busy with Christmas. Thought somewhere in Horshamish area, mid-Sussex sort of place. But we're looking for a venue where we can go to a pub, some sort of attraction, not quite sure what, and or maybe go on a circular walk. Now, I know everybody wants to do that, but we could meet up and have a bit of fun. And then for those, go on, say, a 3-mile walk, nothing too strenuous, and something nice. Now, I did think about going on that way in Arran Canal, but the problem with a canal walk is the tow paths can be quite narrow, and I guess as a group of you of 20 or 30, it's nice if you can all change position and have a chat and all that, so you need a wider space, and after all, you only throw me in the canal anyway.
It might be a bit wet around that time.
And that's the other thing. So it may be that we do a town walk, or you know, somewhere in a nice lane, maybe a railway walk on an old railway track. But it needs to be circular, really, unless we get a bus to pick us all up and drop us all off. So we're open to ideas, is what we're saying. We've got a couple of months.
Railway walk is going to be quite muddy.
Well, everywhere's going to be potentially muddy.
Unless it's a town, but
yeah.
it's just something to bear in mind.
Yeah, well, people can bring their boots, can't they?
Yeah.
So that would be good. Elephant, garlic, tusk, says Wombly Wombly, which is good. Martin Snow has joined. Hello, Martin. How's my DVD, Martin? I've asked Martin. I've sent him an email. He hasn't replied. I sent you an email, Martin. How's the DVD going? Better not be, says Robert. Oh, right. Steve Pilfold, Princetown would be a good location. Princetown, what, is on Dartmoor?
That's obviously where he lives.
No, just Steve Pilfold lives
right.
in Princetown on Dartmoor. Yeah, no, but I think, yeah, we could all get lost on Dart. That would be good.
Oh, I love Dartmoor.
Mark Selwer says management account. That's where the pennies go. That's right. You want to join, Mark? You can become a member of the senior management team. It's a down payment of 500 quid. And
that's cheap. You've got choices.
I know. Well, can't get
£2
enough.
grand for me.
It's £2 for you. You know, you get a couple of slap-up lunches for that, Mark, if you pay in cash. Dave Ford has joined. Shirley Ward has joined. A walk would be so much fun. That's true. Let's do the town walk again. Thank you. That was Steve Pilfold there. Wombly Wombly. Walk the canal. They're quite shallow. There we are. About 4 foot, actually, a canal. People don't know that. We're about 4 foot. So if you do happen to be on the short side, then that will be going. Is anyone else getting buffering, says Kevin? You probably are all getting buffering because we've had such issues. Henry says, if you like another meet-up one spring or summer evening, I could get us a private evening visit to Beaconscott Model Village for a good price. That would be very good. Maybe we get a bus from Sussex or something and take a coach or something.
Yeah.
And do something lovely like that. Just keep that idea.
I like the idea.
In mind, because I think that's great.
How much? What's a good price?
Yeah, well, I would imagine people will pay what? £10 a head, £15 a head for a good meet-up.
Yeah,
I would have thought.
Yeah.
If you can get them to the place cheaply, if you could do all that and get everybody on a bus and bus them out for the day, but people have got to get to a central place to pick the bus up and go. So I don't know how that works. 2 hours to Beaconscott from Worthing, but it's a nice idea. A railway from Tenton to Bodiam Castle, says Joe Smith. That's a nice idea as well. No buffering in Brighton, says Anne Osborne. I'm glad there's no buffer out in Brighton. It is a funny old place. What do you think the what's the names are doing?
So I look, making a bit of a mess of his desk.
Oh, don't worry about that. I'm just going to shuffle these. We can't. Yeah, look. This is what it looks like here. Do we need to throw on some more log?
Nah, they're looking good.
You can't see that without me lowering the camera, and to be honest with you, this is so uncomfortable now. I'm to find something else to sit on, but I'm all right for a bit. A bit of what? So yeah, I love watching. I'm walking from Heathfield to Hailsham, says Daniel. No buffering in Paul and in Nottingham, Northamptonshire. From Paul and Suzanne. So, yes, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we would show you the gallery, of course, but we can't show you the gallery because we're just unable to do it. But what we can do is Mr. Suggett will sing the theme.
No, hang on, how's it go?
Do 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 do. Do. Anyway, you know the words, so if you know the words, hum along.
Well, we can have the gallery. Should we just?
Oh, we can have it. Yes, we can. We can. It's hardly fair. If I could turn the around, I would do it. It's a real shame, ladies and gentlemen. I don't understand quite why the technology is sad. I can't even access it on my phone because it's all on the laptop. I can't copy it to anything and then hold up. This is where I want to be able to print them off and just hold them up in front. But anyway, I can tell you we've got some lovely pictures, and the lovely Julia spent all afternoon gathering the pictures, putting some descriptions together and doing it. We hope that the next show will be on Friday, but who knows. So how are you doing? So far with our cooking, you've chopped what have you got chopped? Garlic and
onion and Jerusalem artichoke in there.
You chopped. I thought we were going to boil it. So you're frying the Jerusalem artichokes.
Sauteing the word.
Oh, I beg your pardon. It's sort of frying them.
Posh frying.
Posh frying. And it's on the top. There's lovely smells there. Lovely smells. Lovely mess down
Lovely
there. You
mess,
can't see that, but it's all very good. So why don't you bring us up to speed with what's going on in the allotment and what are you planting or harvesting at the moment?
Well, harvesting, I've obviously just harvested the sweet potatoes, and Jerusalem artichokes are just coming in. We've also got cabbages and kales coming in, so, and chard as well.
What about things like potatoes, carrots?
Potatoes, carrots. I mean, I didn't have a successful year for carrots, so I'm struggling with those. But potatoes, plenty of potatoes. Yeah, I think that's all that's coming out at the moment. Apart from this and things like that are going on. Cape gooseberries are saying they're coming in really well, and they're tasty.
What? Sorry.
Cape gooseberries.
Cape.
Gooseberries.
What does that mean? Gooseberries?
Well,
with capes on.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Funny you said.
Do they go as you pick them? Na 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 Cape gooseberry.
They do, funny enough.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, I think you're making that up.
I am completely. You might know them more as by the name, and I can never pronounce it right. Physalis.
I'm sorry.
Physalis.
Oh,
right.
I do suffer from physalis.
Yeah.
Some cream, you can get. You rub it all on. I'm told it works wonders. I don't know from personal opinion.
That's what I think of it. That's why I try and avoid its name, because it sounds something like.
Pronounce it again.
Physalis.
Physalis. Chrysalis.
Yeah, that's probably the way to do it. I'd describe it. You know when you go to a posh restaurant and you have a really nice restaurant.
I've never been to a posh one.
You have a nice dessert and it comes out all nice, and you get this little fruit with a bit of papery, where the paper covering has been opened up and twisted back on it.
Yeah.
It's like an orange fruit with a papery cover.
Yeah.
It's that.
It's what, the papery bit?
No, it's the fruit.
The fruit that sits into the paste stuff.
Yeah, well, the papery stuff is its cover.
Oh, that's part of it. It's not paste. So it's not
yeah.
actually paper. That's not just some like sugar paper.
No.
Oh, I see.
No,
okay.
It's probably you probably recognise it when you see it.
I don't eat in posh restaurants. That's the trouble.
You must have seen it.
Yeah, no, I have been. Obviously, the lovely Joe Smith took us to some very nice posh restaurants. Luckily, we didn't have that nonsense. We had proper food, but and it was very nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I can't remember now how you got to that. Did you say that's what you've just?
They're what are coming in at the moment.
Oh, they're coming in.
Well, my wife, when she's eating them, she said they're the best thing I've ever grown because they taste so good.
Oh.
Should have brought some tonight.
What do they taste of? What sort of veg are they?
They're a fruit.
Oh, they're
sweet, full of vitamin C, very sweet.
Are they easy to grow?
Easy to grow, but they've taken up a lot of space. They're a big plant. I've got two.
Describe the plant, because we can't show you any pictures. So describe the plant and then how big the fruit is in relation to it. Is it a tree? Is it a shrub?
It's as big as a shrub, I'd say.
So quite big.
Quite big. I mean, that wide. I've seen them probably up 4 foot high.
And how many bits of fruit? What does the fruit look like?
Well, as I say, it's like an orange round piece of fruit. It's covered in like a papery cover, and these posh restaurants, they twist back the paper cover
and expose the
fruit, and they use that decoration.
Oh, and so you have it raw. You don't cook it or anything like that. It's just
you could probably cook it if you wanted to, but just it tastes amazing.
And what sort of flavour is it?
It's hard to describe.
I mean, is it citrusy?
Citrusy, yeah.
Citrusy, lemony, gingery.
Not so much more. No.
Appley.
more orangery.
More orangery.
Yeah.
So an orangey citrusy. Yeah, so like a sultana then.
No.
Satsuma.
Yeah.
Like a Satsuma.
Yeah. I guess
okay.
I'll have to.
Like a kumquat.
Yes, that's probably a better way. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a way to say that, isn't it? If you're feeling a bit down and a bit, and you want to cheer yourself up with a comedy name, just say kumquat and see how many people look at you, especially if you have to mention it, you're in the bank and you just out loud for no apparent reason. Just you're waiting on your line at the bank and you're just sitting there and it's a quiet moment, somebody's come in, obviously with a mask on and a gun and they say, all right, hand over the money. And there's that moment of absolute silence. That moment happens to everybody, doesn't it? And just kumquat. See what happens. You might get a bullet in the head. You may have saved the day. Who knows? What am I talking about? Who knows? Kumquat. So yeah, it's all good. Let's check up on some of the nonsense that people are writing. Let's come down here a little bit. No buffering here. We've done all that. What about a Wembley Stadium? Wembley Stadium, Barbican Model Village. Oh, okay. Henry David Allen says about that. A buffet could be provided. I know it's not exactly local to you, but the idea is there for you to take or leave.
I like the idea.
I love the idea. It's just a bit far at the moment, but as we go and we have international people who are going to fly in and from Houston, Texas in Apollo 13 when they Vancouver Island, that would be we may go there. The only sensible thing I've ever seen here was the Cuckoo Trail as tarmac and got skipped over.
Okay.
I've ever said in here was the Cuckoo Trail as tarmac. I don't know whether I like these old railway lines being put in tarmac. I mean, I know it's ideal for people in wheelchairs and for cyclists, but what it does, it encourages people who can't walk to get out into the countryside and smell the coffee. And actually, I quite like the fact that everybody else can't get there other than people who can put a nice, decent pair of walking. That's politically correct, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I guess it's a good idea, isn't it, really? But I just thought I'd say that for effect. You know what I'm like. Good singing, says Daniel. Thanks, Daniel. What are you making to eat? Well, we've sort of said that. We're making... It's not actually boiling or anything now, is it? Not boiling. What did you put in there? You put some green leaves in there.
I've got some bay... I can't get my words out tonight. Sage and bay leaves.
Sage and bay leaves?
Yeah.
So one is sage and one is bay?
Yeah.
They look the same.
That's bay. That's bay. That's sage.
You're showing me, and of course,
Yeah.
that's everybody else to see.
Right. That's bay.
That's bay.
That's bay.
Yeah.
And that's sage.
That's a tiddly little thing.
Yeah. I just picked them quickly.
Is that warm enough?
It's something on cool, isn't it?
Yeah, open that. We might stick another log on. Quite how we're going to do that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Chuck a couple of those little things in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's all good. Richard Golding, nice to see you looking off camera.
Announcement that he's been following me. So
oh, right. Oh, I see. Nice to see you looking at the camera, Rich. Oh, yeah.
Yes, you've been telling me off for that.
I've been telling Richard for ages to look at the camera. And what happens when people do video logs and things like that, they very often forget to look at the camera because they're so busy preening themselves in the monitor and going, oh, yes, I look very nice. So they always look off to check themselves.
I want to turn my monitor off so I don't look at it.
Well, just train yourself to look down a black tunnel of death that, that looks, on this camera, looks like a Dalek's.
It does,
actually,
doesn't it?
Yeah.
All that.
It's like,
exterminate! I am the Dalek!
Oh, that's not very good for your voice.
So, yeah, thank you for that, Richard. That's going to get confusing, all these Richards.
Yeah, there's too many Richards. Quite funny, he says, Steve Pilfold saying about the cost of supporting the champagne guzzling senior management team, the cost of being a group in terms of technical purchase this year has been very naughty.
Yeah.
What does he mean by that?
Basically, to be a follower, he has to keep buying gimbals and things.
Oh, yes, that's true, yes. And we need to see the results of the gimbal. that I can. Well, I can say send it and play it in. Of course, I can't send. You can't do that. So
Not tonight.
just keep dumping them on the Board Explorer page, which is nice. Gallery tune from Vision On was in fact Left Bank 2. That's quite right. Wayne Hill recorded at the Novatones for Dealer Wolf Music. Just saying, Dave Ford. Yes, I did know that. That's one of those rare facts that I've got quite a lot of D Wolf music. They do a lot of production music for corporate videos and initially for television and multi-use AV production, that sort of stuff. I have not here in my other room, I used to get CDs after CDs. There was a whole load of people, like Bruton Music was another one, Chapel or Chapel, however you want to, Chapel Music. They did a lot of the Vision On stuff as well, actually. They did the one that went bam, ba-dam, bam, da-dam. Oh, I can't bring it to mind. I've got the first. I've got the first. No. Anyway, Vision On stuff. I can't bring that to mind. Elizabeth Housden has joined. There are at last. Hello. Sorry, we're narrow and thin. Today we've had technical issues. What was that? I think that was a car horn. Comedy car horn. It's not a comedy car horn. Dave Carey has joined. We just Elmer. Oh, Elmer Goebel. Bert Goebel. How are you, Mr. Goebel? Lovely to see you, Elmer, or Bert, as he's also known. He was the chap I put on who went to Chris Island, and they blew up the H-bomb there, and he was blown backwards. He was in the Merchant Navy. Lovely bloke, and recently played to the patrons, I have to say. If you're a patron, sometimes you get these little extras. And good old Bert, Elmer, came into my studio a few years ago, wasn't it, Elmer? And we recorded your life story. It was fantastic. Everybody was asking, actually, afterwards, whether you found the lady of your dreams, because I know you were in the process of looking. So if you've got any updates on that, that would be fantastic. What else have we got here? Bye-bye. See you on Friday. There's Daniel. Good night. Are you off to bed? It is late, isn't it? Sorry, we had a late start. Library music, KMP music, all fantastic. Yeah, KMP is another library music thing. That's all good. So we've been on air for about 47 minutes. Do you think any of that's ready?
47, 38 up there.
Yeah, there's a confusion here because that says live 47. That's what I normally look at. And it says 38. So there's a 10-minute difference.
That's interesting.
That's bizarre. We have, let me just show, ladies and gentlemen, if you've just show, you probably won't want to see the whole rerun. Might be worth watching the first 5 minutes of the show when it goes on, because we had a moment, I can't play it back, we're not the BBC where we can have instant replay, and you may be wondering why I'm sitting so, oh God, that's painful. Why I'm sitting so peculiarly, because let me just show you, this is my chair, which when the show started, was complete. It had a leg here. It had some other bits which are now, well, they're in the fire. And actually, I'm just going to take a walk on the wild side over
Very
here.
dangerously.
Very dangerously. I just, oh crikey!
So he's broken another leg.
Another. That was my own leg that's dropped off. This is madness. Yeah, I had. This is the seat. I'm just wondering if that will go back in. That might be a bit more. Might be. Oh, crikey!
I'll hold it while you sit down.
Oh, that's better. So, ladies and gentlemen, I can. Oh gosh, I can actually put my feet. Oh God.
Potatoes are ready.
The potatoes are ready, ladies and gentlemen. How exciting for that! Well, everything's gone berserk. Oh God, he's pitch moves. Yeah, I quite like looking quite. Oh God, this is
the fire's up as well.
Oh dear. Right. So, shall I get the plates? We got bowls tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
These are going to be hot, so we need to let them cool down a bit.
Okay, shove them
Would it
in.
be better on the wood, in case it doesn't?
Well, it won't catch fire.
No, but it might crack.
Oh, these are used to hot things.
Oh, okay, if you're sure.
Yeah. Mind you, anything can happen in this show.
Yeah, the way it's gone today.
Da-da, da-da, da-da-da-da. It's a bit Laurel and Hardy, this,
I
isn't
don't know
it?
which one's which.
Oh yes, you can smell that. I wonder if the old smoke alarm will go off.
Probably better cooking outdoors like this. There's a bit of action in it.
Sorry, music from Laurel and Hardy. Sorry, we're almost ignoring, you know. It's gone into La La Land.
Nothing new there then.
No. So we've got the whatever they're called, sweet potatoes wrapped up in silver paper. Now, when you did it on your video, they came out, some of burnt. Why were they burnt? What happened to them?
Just because they were cooked on the embers, they just got through the.
Oh, I see. So that
Solid
doesn't protect the doesn't protect it. Can still burn
It's still
inside.
burn on the inside. It's
Oh,
just there to stop the potato getting affected by the.
So what? Can we open them up?
Yeah, be careful. They'll be hot.
They'll be hot in the morning and hot late at night. Oh, look at that. That does look like a nice turd. I mean, don't be.
Oh yeah, it's definitely cooked.
It's cooked. Ouch. That is hot. There we go. Look, that side's all right, but that side, a little bit grim.
That's the side that was on the fire.
Yeah, I worked that bit out, actually, funnily enough. So let's open up this one and see how this is looking. This one looks better. Oh, this looks more like a... Ouch! That is hot. Now, it's got holes in some of these. Is that because slugs got in or what? Ouch.
Possibly live. What was suggested? I thought slugs, but somebody suggested it could be another bug. I can't think.
They're not in there now, though, are they?
No, they've been out of town for 2 days.
Oh, yeah. And if they are, they would have died. Now, somewhere, some enchanted evening, you will seek a straight... Thanks very much. There's salt and pepper down on the ground.
I did give them some salt and pepper.
Oh, I like to put black
Yeah.
pepper on afterwards.
Yeah.
The lovely
Well,
Julia knows that I have a pinchonche. What is it? Pinchon. Pinch.
I can't get my words out tonight, so.
Could you pass me the cloth? Thank you very
Have a cloth,
much.
Sam.
Thank you very much. Because they've got like clothier hands. Now, what about the other stuff? Does that go with it?
It can go with it.
Or we'll have it separately. Try it separately. It may not be ready. I'm just going to try this for the... Oh, look at that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it may look black and mean and moody on the outside, but on the inside, oh, I wish we had this in proper vision.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Ha!
It's hot.
But it's tasty.
Mm-hmm.
This is the little burgundy one.
Yes, yes.
Now, that taste ones you get in the shops, only a bit nicer because it's homemade and home cooked on my home fire.
We'll be able to do this on your Essie soon.
Oh, yes. When I get my Essie, we're getting live shows from the, assuming one can get actually live. We will be doing Essie lessons. I'm having Essie fits when we get it wrong. That's very nice. We'll see what
See what the
it's
comments are saying.
I can't find my... There we go. Right, that was everybody going. Steve Pilfold, Wombly Womble, careful, you'll do yourself an injury. Yeah, Alex Whitlock, watch, This Is Your Life with Laura and Hardy. Interesting footage, I've seen that being pumped around the internet. Baked slug, says Elizabeth Housen. Yum. Ben Johnson says, sorry, I was eating. Oh, beg your pardon. Steve Pilfold, you gave the slugs salt and pepper. It looks a hearty feast, says Mark Selwood. Dave Ford, white grubs. Could it be white? No, not white grubs.
No, it's some wire worm, I think was suggested.
A wire worm.
Yeah.
Please says, thank you for such an entertaining show, gentlemen. You made a gem in the face of adversity. Good luck with the after effects of the Jerusalem artichoke potato and onion combo. Yeah, well, I'm hoping if it's nice weather that the lovely Julia and I'm going to go and take a little jaunt.
It's asking you to leave the side.
No, I don't want to leave the side. I dropped the mouse and now it's sort of asking, I'm going to need to cancel it. I'm going to gingerly. I've got to gingerly not click the wrong thing. Can't see.
Where's it gone? Where's it gone? So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens.
Work with the yeah, we're going to go up to Chantonbury Ring tomorrow. Make a video. I know I have a video about Chantonbury Ring in the long distance past, but Julia's never been there, and I thought it could go up there, do a quick video. I've got to be back at lunchtime for something, but
Wire ones, that's it, yeah.
I may be propelled up the hill of Chantonbury Ring. There's two ways up. There's the nice, pleasant way. There's the very steep way. I haven't decided which way to lead the lovely Julia up. The very steep way is quite fun. Not you're behind me and I'm farting in your face.
Stay ahead, Julia.
Stay
Trust
ahead.
me.
Like a nice sweet potato, says Steve Pilfold. Yes, that's very true. I like them as
These
well.
are very nice, I think.
I like the burnt bits and
Tastes
the
better,
salt
don't
and
it?
pepper. It really adds something interesting to the flavour rather than just shoving them in the oven. Do you know what? With my Essie, because you can open it up and you can get inside and do basically what you've done then, but on a grill, I'm going to be doing that a lot. It does open up a lot of ideas. Well, just say, the flavour is really nice. That's incredible. I need to try the other one because the other one's slightly different.
Yeah, as you can see, I'll show you this one. There you go. It's probably not a. It looks like a potato, like that.
It does, and what's the taste like in comparison?
I think when I tested it the other day on my YouTube channel, which was a sweet potato one, I taste tested them and I said I felt that these ones tasted better.
Oh right.
But that was my opinion. Cooked this
Have you
way.
ever tried them before?
I've grown them for a few years now, so yeah. I've never cooked them this way before.
You have like a bit of burnt food. I quite like that burnt texture.
I do.
Isn't the carbon supposed to be good for you? I don't know.
Don't know.
I mean, it reminds me of when I was a kid and we used to make fire stick potatoes in. Basically the same thing.
Possibly, yeah.
It is different. It's really, really nice.
Simple, isn't
We've
it?
cooked some stuff in the past. We've had a few errors with them and we've had a few good things. But I have to say, I'm really impressed with this. Where can you buy them though if I want to get more? Or is it too late to grow some more?
Well, we'll grow them next year, but you can still buy them from the supermarkets all year round.
But
If you want to grow some, it'd be they love heat, so
in the summer.
in the summer.
How long do they take to grow?
I buy my slips in about May to
Your what, sorry?
slips, which are little plants. Sweet potatoes don't grow like potatoes, so don't think of potatoes as when growing them.
So potato really is a bit of a misnomer. Although are they tubers?
They're tubers, are underground. I plant them in May, and they're a spreading crop, so I leave them to grow. Lots of water, lots of heat, and you might get some tubers. In comparison, what I've done this year, it cost me about £15 for the sweet potato slips, 18 of them. And I got 3.8 kilos of sweet potatoes, which sounds a lot, but when you can buy a kilo of sweet potatoes for £1 from a supermarket,
It's an expensive way
it's
of
an
doing it.
expensive way of doing it.
Right.
But these taste so much better than any supermarket one.
And can you use them to grow the next crop?
Well, you can, but I've never been successful for it.
Right.
What you have to do is leave the sweet potato half in water for it to sprout a new plant. Then take that sprout off and grow it. It's very difficult. I say it's very difficult. It sounds very difficult.
There was another question, but it's gone.
I hate
Right.
when it happens.
Have the cloth, please. Oh, I've got it now.
Now,
So, I've scoffed at mine, bar a few little tiny tibbly bits. Is there any more?
we've got this bit,
Oh yeah.
the artichokes, which hoping would have cooked a bit more, but
Oh, they're not cooked yet.
well, they cooked enough. I thought they would have been a bit more
Yeah, you think we'll probably need to shove another log on, but
Right. I mean, it's cooled down now, actually,
Yeah.
but there's still a little bit. Yeah, give them a try.
let's just try a little bit, and then I'll stick another log on, and we'll cook them up, and we'll eat them after the show.
You've got mostly onion there looking at that. You might have a few bits.
There's a bit of artichoke there, isn't there?
It hasn't been seasoned either, this lot.
No.
Sort of
I can taste the onion. I just... I'm going, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going. Oh, I can hear it.
This chair just broke.
Oh no.
We were lulled into a safe sense of. Oh.
I'm just going to point that way. I don't want to fall into the fire. There's a lot of laughter going on here. I'm struggling to hold this together. Let me just try a bit of the artichoke. Here we go. I don't know whether you can see that, but there's a little bit of artichoke on there.
Hold on this chair down.
Feels like it needs a bit longer.
Yeah.
It's too crunchy. Is it supposed to be crunchy?
I would have thought it'd be a bit softer.
We'll chuck another log on. Well, basically the rest of this chair. Actually, I wonder if I can do that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We've just got embers. Oops.
You didn't want that bit.
I know Kevin will say we could repair this.
Definitely can't repair it now.
Oh dear, that was funny. That's too long to go in.
Look at this, look at this. This is what's left of the chair. I wouldn't even call it, you wouldn't think that was a chair now, would you?
No.
It looks like a...
It's like it's been put in prison, ladies and gentlemen. How much of that can I break? I haven't got the axe here, but I will.
Right.
I think it's too strong, that bit.
Yeah, I think you're going to... Right. I'm going to get... Oh.
Don't do your backing.
No, I'm a boxer, so...
It's the little internal ones.
That's what I was going for.
Gosh. Okay.
There we go.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if your fire runs out and you're getting cooked, just break up the furniture like the poor people used to do in the old days. And talking of poor people, if you fancy supporting the show to help the Vobes buy a new chair, so that he's got something to sit on the Friday show, don't forget you can go to thebaldexplorer.com, and there you can see that there is a donate button. We were going to do some crowdfunding for things like drones and new bits of equipment, but a chair actually is probably quite important. Although I will be wrapping this up, sending it to Kevin Hall, because apparently he can fix it. So that would be great. It's all happening now. These are a bit too long to go in the fire, but there's a useful bolt there. Oh gosh, look at him. There's strength in those arms. Well, that might go in at an angle. No, there's no angle that will go in, but it would break if I could get it. Oh God! Hang on.
Boomerang.
There's another boomerang. Let's see if it can. Oh wait, I wonder if that could. No, that won't go. See if my boomerang will come back. I hope it doesn't. I hope it does. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a slightly mad and bonkers show, but we don't mind. We're mad and bonkers here.
We've got 50 comments waiting.
Oh yes, let's go through the comments very quickly. I'm going to sit on this, or kneel on it anyway.
Shall I come down to your level?
Yeah, come down here.
Come by your level.
No, I came by a car. Right, so ladies and gentlemen, quickly run through this, the comments. We'll come back here. Robert Crosser says, and Friday's show will be from the Rich Vobes' toilet. Yeah, that's the only seat left in the house. That's quite funny. That is my mouse pad. Yes, that is the mouse pad that you got for me from Cornwall. Thank you very much. It is being used. A ring will be the least of your problems after this feast. A ring. Not quite sure. Wireworm is something to do with lava. Is it from Click Beetles? Paul says it looks like you're eating a log. Richard, okay, says from some time ago, but we'll try and whiz through. So that's another £250. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Warned you, Richard. Yes, disasters can happen. Jacobs, hello, Jeff. Sorry, we're a bit of a mad show today. It's all gone a bit weird. Watch the rerun. If assuming we can rerun, it'll explain everything. Nikki Jess is laughing her socks off. Mark Selwood says, haha, from the bottom literally fell out of Richard's rear. That's very good. Wendy Wakeling saying, oh my God, it's so funny. Alex Whitlock says, we announced the demise of one Richard Vobes speared through the... what's that, Pete? By a forkful of organic veg. The pallet, is it?
Yeah. On
Friday's show, Richard in the bathroom, the furniture repair show. That's very true. Now he's chucking the chair on the fire. Yes. Chair killing, says Dan Thompson. Yes. Elizabeth Howson says, I've got a spare chair you can... Chair donations. It's a bit sad, isn't it, when you're asking for chair donations. Are you doing this for charity? Says Alex Whitlock. That's
sword fight.
A sword
yes.
Fight. Oh, no. Wait. Here we go. Hang on a minute. We have our weapons. So, ladies and gentlemen, I challenge you, Richard Suggett.
I accept.
We're a bit close here. On guard! It's a bit tame, this, isn't it?
Oh.
Don't forget, I have the dibber.
Another piece of wood.
Oh gosh, this is slightly mad. We ought to go really because we've done 6 minutes over our time. Pauline King, who needs TV when you've got the Vobes Show? There we are.
Tell the BBC that.
Yeah. The Friday's going to be a bit of a come down compared to the nonsense that's gone on in here. I've got the fire brigade on devices, Wombly Wombly. Yeah, you're going to need it. Oh, listen.
Oh, yes.
Beginning to sizzle. That's good. Sword fire. Oh, so we've done that. Dan Winter said, finds out chair was a design masterpiece and only 2 left. Actually, I have got another 2 in the shed. So we're all right.
So why are you asking anyone to donate then?
Oh yeah, that's true. I do actually have another. Yes, that's true. Well, I've got to get through the shed. That's very true. Morris dancing. Oh yes, very horror. Well, ladies and gentlemen, would you think that's nearly ready, or should we be giving that a lot of time?
I think it's going to need a bit more time.
It's going to need
just got to heat.
We've got to clear up this mess that Mr. Suggett has made.
Lots of it.
Lots of it. So thank you so much for watching. Sorry about the errors, but it was a comedy of errors. It's a sort of interpretation of Shakespeare's famous play, and we did really well considering. So that's it really. I would sing the theme tune, but I can't. So oh wait, I wonder if I can play it out.
Play the sticks.
You play the sticks. Hang on, I'm going to try and do this in a different way.
Actually, that's probably coming through the headphones really.
Before we go, whilst I do this, what have we got to look forward to on the Suggett channel coming up? Give us
up.
Yeah.
Well, at the moment, the council have issued a week notice, but I've sorted that out. But that's expires in a week's time, so we'll see if I keep Lotman. I'm not worried. There's also a new council rule that I haven't discussed yet. I only found out yesterday, and that's a bit of a tragedy for me. I'm not allowed to barbecue on the allotment anymore.
That is terrible, isn't it?
Yeah. My barbecue is my secret thing, but we're going to come up with a way around it. So all's not lost. I've got a greenhouse coming soon. Actually, going down the allotment. Well, I say coming soon. My grandfather's old greenhouse. I've spoken about my grandfather many times. He died a couple of years ago. And my grands asked if I would like his old greenhouse, of which I said, yeah, of course. Huge.
Is it?
Yeah. What I didn't know was my grandfather brought it from the inheritance from parents when they died.
Oh, right.
And it's in amazing condition still, so I've got to have it. Can't let it waste.
No, definitely not.
And so it's very nice for my gran to say to me, considering there's 14 other grandchildren she could have asked.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So that's all coming up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. We're now play out with the theme on the Vobes Show on my phone.
This is very technical stuff tonight, isn't it?
Here it is. Is that playing?
You've got a few minutes of bars. You might want it done with.
Oh, yes. That's the music there. It's been a hoot. Thank you so much. We'll see you on Friday. God knows what's going to happen then. Probably just me by the side looking glum, but who knows? Anyway, I've got to find the mouse. Where's the mouse? I can't turn this off without the mouse. Thank you so much, Richard.
Thank you for having me again. Thank you, guys.
It's been a joy. It's been an experience. Anyway, take care, one and all. Thank you so much. Until the next time. Goodbye. Goodbye. Blow hard.